E with a C with a do. Let's get into this one. There's been a lot of madness that's been going down these last couple months. Diddy, Philly. I ain't even gonna do the Philly one because honestly, I don't know about that situation. So we have to wait in to see what goes on because there's a lot of stories coming out. I honestly hope he didn't do it, man. I hope he didn't do it, but we have to wait and see what happens with the court proceedings. But with all this stuff going on, especially with Diddy, we got to talk about the UK scene as well because Diddy's been known to be coming down here. And this one guy's name keeps popping up, fam. Hollow Man gigs, they be calling him Swallow Man, the landlord. This one is basically talking about how Giggs is the new gatekeeper of the UK scene. And I thought this interview was quite interesting. So I'm going to chop up a little bit because of the copyright reasons. But I'm going to play this and let me know what you think.
And I think, like, I can only speak for myself. It would seem that it's only recently one's been led to believe that the UK music industry's only been infiltrated recently. But I don't think that's the case because I'm 50 now and I can remember when I was like maybe 12, 13, 15. All the UK pop stars, if it was Robbie Williams, Kerry Katona, whoever it was, they always used to say it was so hard to break into America, to break the American market. No matter how big they was here or around Europe, they could never break into the American market. Fast forward with what we're hearing now, it would make sense because the Americans are not going to let nobody in that circle unless they've got something over you. You could be the best singer in the world. If you came to one of Diddy's parties and you had a look and you saw what they was doing and you left and you was horrified, you could just speak about it. So why would they let you in? So that's the reason why I believe the UK, it was so hard for the UK pop stars to break America. But that video there, it shows that Diddy has been around for a long, long, long time. And with Skepta, I don't know what his relationship is with Diddy.
Also, I've done a video about Skepta. Go down on my page, you'll see it. I'll tag it in it at the end of this video. You can click on it. But I spoke about Skepta. All of this stuff I don't want to do, fam. I don't want to do. I've seen all these man grow up. Like when I was growing up, I listened to these man. I've seen these man develop, but it's sad, fam. It's sad. Oh, sugar. I just started from this. Oh gosh. Right, let's go. So I skipped it.
I would say that's not the case. I would say Giggs is the gatekeeper. He's refusing to speak out.
Wait, I think
and it's very, very damaging to the culture because he's friend.
So I jumped a bit too far.
Capacitor course check is okay.
Friends have been affiliated with some of my old friends for a long time. With Giggs, the problem is this: where he's from South London, he's meant to be a tough guy. And within the Caribbean African community, traditionally, they don't mix with homosexuals. It's just how it is, or they frown upon it. You know that from the Jamaican artists, etc. So for him, how he's got so close to Diddy, hosting his party, and he done a weird thing. They actually shared a dressing room, and he's refused to denounce him. So while the culture is struggling to even accept or acknowledge that potentially, allegedly, there could be something fruity going on between the two, for me, it makes total sense because one, he can't speak out. Because for the Americans to put artists like Diddy, Drake,
it's very interesting.
For them to send them over from America to the UK and say, Giggs, you look after him, you protect them. These guys are worth billions of pounds, and they're worth billions of pounds to their handlers. They're not going to do that unless they've got him signed under strict NDAs, etc., etc. But the bottom line is, Why would a straight guy who is a gangster be going to Puerto Rico with Diddy? Because that means he's seeing stuff. Is he involved in stuff? Who knows? But he's seeing crazy stuff from what we're hearing Diddy's into.
Very crazy.
It just doesn't make any sense. And the fact that he's denounced him, for me, it's because he's under the Diddy gravy train as we speak. Since he's met Diddy, he's had his career has been revived. And it's no coincidence that over the last 2 years, he's done a lot of collabs with artists who Diddy has sent his way.
All right, we'll look at this next clip then. Let me just refresh this one.
Let me just kind of
We'll
skip
start it
this
from the beginning.
bit.
On the outs and gigs has moved up in terms of what Diddy has been doing, and Diddy's elevated Giggs' career. Is that correct?
Yeah, just as far as West was concerned, and T Satel saying that he's the gatekeeper now for UK rap.
Right, so obviously copyright, I don't want to go into it too deep, but basically, great interview. You have to watch it. The name's there. But basically, what this guy's basically saying, how Westwood was the gatekeeper for a long time, which he kind of was, because there was even an incident where Westwood got shot up. I don't know if you don't know, just I could do another video if you don't want, just let me know in the comments. I can look into it deeper for you, but breakdown of it was he used to just play Westwood's an interesting one as well, because I remember back in the day, sorry, sidetracking it, but back in the day growing up, I never really liked, I always thought Westwood used to put on like an accent, like try to act kind of hood when he really wasn't. But I never really understood, like, I never really knew who he was too deep. We just used to see him on the radio or whatever. And I remember one time he came on the TV and my dad was just like, turn this man off. He's a clown. I hate him. I was like, why? It turns out this man, he's really a farmer. Like, this guy comes from a wealthy family. His family are very wealthy, but they never did this music thing. They made their money off other things. He's been a DJ, but he used to do different, I can't remember what the music was, but it was a different type of music. But then what was it before grime? Drum and bass and all of that was coming up, and then grime was slowly starting to take off, and he jumped on this scene, and then he got big. And then as he got big, he used to just play, because at the one point his radio station was the one. He used to just bang out, like the way Charlie Sloth was, he was that guy. And he used to just bang out CDs of just him mixing. It was really big back in the day. But he used to just play American artists. He never used to help out the British scene. And it got to the point where a couple of guys from the British scene took matters into their own hands and shot him up. They obviously didn't want to kill him. They just scared him, innit? And then eventually he started playing UK scene or whatever. But gatekeeping, in the sense, not just he used to be the one who could come on and put them on, like music wise. Gatekeeping as in, you want to do your little then you got stuff like that. So they're basically saying Westwood's finished, Giggs is the next one up. I'm not saying that he's right, I'm not saying he's wrong, but he's making a very interesting point to the fact that the collapse that Giggs was making when he went to America, like Meek Mill, for example. How did he get Meek Mill? Because obviously he's close with Diddy, and obviously on these supposed tapes, Meek Mill and so this interview, he was going in, he was saying different stuff. And another thing, Giggs has not come out and said anything. And I also found it weird because Young Spray is always sending for Giggs. He was even saying he was sharing a dressing room and all this stuff, but nothing's come of Young Spray, nothing, so it's almost like the Jagger White situation. Like, he says a lot of stuff, but nothing's happened to him. So, and there's other like weird little videos come out, like this one.
Family. It's the family. Family. From day one. Forever. Brother, I appreciate you.
Like, it's a bit weird. It's just a bit weird. But at the same time as well, it's hard for me to think, because all this stuff that's come out, he's done this with this person. That's a lot of booty, bro. You got booty from men, booty from women. How much does one man need? This man's worse than a booty warrior. Like, this man, I don't know, but he's gonna get his. And another thing I don't like is the fact that people are saying, "Oh, this is only happening to P Diddy because he tried to sue the alcohol industry that he was the Ciroc that he was signed to. They're racist, this and that." I'm like, if someone's done something wrong, don't discredit that wrongness because of something else. It's like when you was in school and you got caught for talking in class, and then the teacher says, "Why are you talking?" and you turn around and say, "Oh, but he was talking as well." You were still talking. You're still doing something you weren't supposed to do. So let's not diminish what he's done, especially to Justin Bieber, and it's horrible. And Usher, come on, it's disgusting. And even this little clip here of him talking about how he met Diddy. I'll play a little bit of this.
I said, nah, I'm more careful about who I keep friends with.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you get me? Nah, I've always, well, man's been through so much. I'll be stupid not to be careful with who I keep friends with, bro. You know what I mean? Like, so, yeah, man, that's the energy, you know what I mean?
Right. Are your antennas more up, like, when you're here in America? Like, even though you have a lot of people that you're cool with, like a lot of the rappers and, you know, just regular people.
Antennas up in what sense?
You know, just who's in your circumference.
Like, who's around, man?
Yeah.
Of course.
Just cautious.
Of course, man. I'm always watching. Always.
Seems like this guy Puffy's watching, man. He got involved with this project, the Bandom record. Like, what was his overall involvement with the project, and how did that come together?
I just needed him on that man, them. I just needed that classic, Puff, like the intro, the ad libs. You know what I'm saying? Like, just that Puff shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So once you talk your shit.
Yeah. I was saying, I need that, like, that Holy Ghost type Puff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you get me? That's what I was saying to him, like, and he was like, oh, that's what you want? Yeah, all right, cool. You know what I mean? Then he was just lazy. It was more chilled. It was just chilling, smoking. You get me? It was just, that's what it was. Yeah, bring me a couple of them jars. One already wrote it. It was just that authentic, like organic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When'd you guys link?
A couple of years ago, I think it was like last year, his party.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. These the BET thing. When he had got that BET award.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Not award, that legacy thing.
Yeah.
Like a lifetime big party. Yeah, that thing. Yeah, and was linked.
Boom. The big party. It was a bit awkward, that one, but alright, cool. Again, I don't know. If you want me to go into further detail, just like up the thing, let me know in the comments. But I don't know what to say. Let me know what you think. Because this is the gigs I remember. I remember this one, fam. You know, this was it.
So Dubs, hear what I'm saying? I want to talk to the people, yeah? I want to make them know what real life is, yeah? It's none of this movie shit. You can't see this shit in the cinema, G?
I'm just living my life. You can hate if you want. I'll be sitting outside with my
I'll be sitting outside with the oven mitts on, cause the bars in my palm and scuffing this long some high as Versace, I can't see, but the nice fiberglass G, I want to see. Then the auntie, I'm mopping it up. That's when you can properly fuck. Yes, you properly duck. When my
See, that was the old school gigs, but I don't know. But let me know what you think in the comments. But this interview here was very, very interesting because there was even talking about Diddy's relationship with Mace, because Mace was signed to Diddy, and obviously them two are very tight, but obviously Mace was there for a little bit and then he cut because them two had their problems. Mace didn't like what was going on with his contract and stuff like that. But there was a story that they talk about in this interview about how Cameron came round to Mace's apartment and he found a dildo, and then Cameron was just like, "What? Whose is this?" And then Mace was just like, "Yeah, it's Diddy's." But then Cameron was just like, "But it's only you two here, like, what's going on?" It's very interesting. They also talk about how basically Diddy was he was set up to be in the music industry to make it non, let's just say to turn it left, basically to make it a bit fruity. He was basically sent in the music industry to make it more feminine. Yeah, let's just put it like that. It's interesting he says this because there's another interview with Damien Dash, and in fact, I'll do another video and I'll put it in where Damien Dash is sitting down and he said it makes sense. He was basically, what he just said, he was basically saying how it makes sense how the music industry, especially the rap scene, has gone a bit fruity, a little bit on the zesty side. And he said, with all these people that Diddy's supposedly done a thing with, it makes sense why the industry's gone the other way. So I'm going to do another video on that. But let me know your thoughts. I even touched on the thing with Skepta. But yeah, it looks like Giggs is the new gatekeeper. So let me know what you think. Run up the likes and comments. I'll put the link to the next to the Skepta video. And yeah, let's just run this thing up, man. Let's just run this thing up. Like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know.